So how do you go through the process of starting producing a video clip? Like, how does it work for you? Is it the idea, or how does the idea?
I had the video clip. Okay, so sorry. So the video clips, I have my usual guys that I work with, and I like to network, and I like to also see other creatives, see what kind of work they put out. I also try to put a budget on my videos because I feel like people do need to be paid for their craft, and that's one of the things I'm especially like, iffy about. It's like, I do believe it's like, if someone's gonna put in a lot of work, they deserve to be paid. Because you used to always because when I was a compressor, I couldn't afford to do that, but I still used to have these videos because like people would do that stuff for cheap prices and everything, because that was the culture around the time. But I feel like nowadays you need to actually pay these people to show like, we appreciate your time. Even if it's not much, even if it's some compensation, they're doing it for the passion because they like your work. Usually if someone gives you something that's overpriced, it's because they don't want to work with you. You see what I mean? And yeah, it's like, I have a small crew together. I storyboard. I tell them this is the kind of look that I go for. These are the influences that I want. And then we look for locations. We set up, and we set up, okay, for this song, how are we going to portray this emotion? What am I going to wear? What is this? What is that? So yeah, it's just all a part of the process. And it comes also with the creation of the song too, because how the song sounds can always affect the final video. So a good example is in one of my upcoming songs, I wanted to buy the lease for the song, but I already made the song and did a video. Someone already bought the lease before me.
So what does that mean, buy the lease for the song?
So in order for you to release a song properly on Spotify and everything, because Spotify, technically they give you views and then you get paid for it. The distribution companies and everything, right? But it's also, they're going to be like, did you pay this person? If not, you're going to be taken down for copyright. So that's what a lease is. If you don't buy it, you can at least buy the rights to use it. Like you can still record to it without buying it, and you can still release it for non-profitable use. But then if you want to actually distribute it and do it for something that's actually profitable, even if it's not profitable now and profitable in the long run, you still need to buy a lease.
Oh yeah, so it's just a one-off payment, is it? To get the lease, to put all your stuff on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in this case, someone already bought the beat. Now, when someone buys the beat, you can't get a lease to the song because the beat's theirs now. So what I did, I got my mate, who's a producer, to remake the beat and do something else, and it still works with the song and it still works with the video.
Oh, okay. So just change the beat around.
Yeah.
Just add more stuff, so it's not the original beat. So, yeah. I always wondered how that works.
Yeah, it's like if you, let's say, put your stuff out, like YouTube can easily take something down for copyright, and that's why you have to buy a lease.
Right.
Unless but then again, there is such thing as royalty-free music, but if everyone can use royalty-free music, why do you want to use it, kind of deal? Because it's like, you want something...
original.
Yeah. And in order to have something original, in order to have something, you can say, put your heart into, you have to pay the money.
I remember getting a royalty-free bit of music for one of the podcasts we do, and it was fine until they changed it. I think the owner of that song changed the rules around.
Someone probably bought the beat before you, bro. Because some things can be free when you use it, but if someone buys it before you, like buys the whole thing, like, because there's different licensing.
Yeah.
Let's say in this case of music, there's MP3, there's Wave, then there's like a flexible lease, which is like a couple hundred usually. And then there's, and this is an unlimited lease, meaning you can use it for whatever you want, basically. But in order to get the stems, you know how they have like stems and everything, and all the instruments to make the beat and where it's placed and everything. And then you can even change the beat around if you buy it.
All right.
See, but like, these are the kind of standard leases you can get. Usually, if you're not like planning on changing the beat or doing anything, you don't really need to buy the beat.
Right.
Unless you want to be the only one who has it. But sometimes I don't want to be that greedy. Sometimes I just want to make my song. And
how many have you bought? Have you bought quite a few beats? I mean,
yeah, like either from my mates or from like streaming platforms.
Oh, okay. So your mates that are beat makers, they make beats and then they sell it to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I like the song, I'll buy it. It's like the way that I do it is I'm gonna like, download the song, record to it. If I like it, I'll buy it. If I don't, but then there's some beats where it's like, no, I'm gonna use this one. I don't even have to record to it first to see if I can make a track. I'm taking that.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Mm.
So that's a pretty good industry then, eh? If you're a beat maker, you can.
Yeah, like beat making is where the money's at.
Mm.
Beat making and mixing, like where you mix people's vocals and master and all that. That's where the money's at, really. Because without that, all your stuff is going to sound raw. It may not even sound as good. Because then the volumes are going to be like, fluctuating when you play it out.
Mm. So how many are there in Auckland? I guess you got your top guys, and then you got the ones that are coming up.
See, but that's the difference. Sometimes the independent beat makers are a lot better than the top quality guys. The only difference is the top quality guys have found themselves a customer basis where they can start selling at a price where it's like only certain people can buy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But then there's like, I have a lot of friends who are underground beat makers, like underground producers. They know like how to make really good beats. And it's like, I like to work with underground artists. I even prefer to watch underground shows over famous shows because it's more raw talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, then again, you also have like, big names performing too.
Okay. So you've got your beat, you've got your song, and then you've got your location.
Yeah.
You got your storyboards.
Yeah.
Man, did you learn all of this at school or something? Like,
Yeah.
Like film school and that? Oh, you did go to film school?
Yeah, I have a degree in film. So my major is film, my minor is dance, because I've done dance as well.
Oh, dance. Oh, okay. But the film, where did you study that?
I started in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I like this over, like, let's say, maths and English and social studies. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And where did you do your higher learning at?
So I was in AUT for 2 years doing Bachelor of Communications.
All right.
I kind of
was that a good course?
Eh?
Was that a good course?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I kind of wasn't feeling it. So that's when I went to Auckland Uni. Because the biggest issue with Bachelor of Communications at the time, their main thing is mostly public relations and journalism. And to get into film, there's a lot of competition. But there's not a lot of competition to get in. There's more opportunities in Auckland Uni to do film.
Oh, how come is that? Why is that? Is it
because communications, it focuses on things like journalism, public relations, and then film if it's film and radio on the side. Whereas you have, degrees that are strictly film when you go to Auckland Uni.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's more concentrated.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's also like South Seas. There's a lot of good film schools as well.